Welcome to a short demonstration of the Episcopal Project's digital archive. The mission of the Episcopal Project is to collect, digitize, protect, and share the records and stories of congregations and other Episcopal entities. The digital archive includes church records and church stories. These records and stories are linked together through churches and people, creating a web of connections that can be followed by users of the archive. The path each user takes through the archive functions as a sort of red thread weaving together the stories hidden within these interrelated items. Let's first explore the items in the church records collection. You can see the items we have in the church records collection. Say I want to look at items from a specific church. I'll select Saponi Church from the list of churches and parishes and apply that filter. Now we see only the items associated with Saponi Church. By scrolling through the results, you can see the types of items included in church records. For example, there's a history of the parish, a narrative of Old Saponi Church, there are service programs, newspaper articles, and church registers. You can also see an essay by Joe Patterson. Let's click into this item. This is a church history, a handwritten personal recollection by Joe Patterson. Every item in the system includes an image of the item and data about the item. There is summary data and then detailed data. After I read this essay, imagine that I'm interested to learn more about Joseph Patterson. I can click on his name here to learn more about him. This is a church people item for Joe Patterson. It includes 2 images and biographical information. In the biography, I learned that he was a member of the Church of the Good Shepherd. This is a church places item. I can see in the summary data that it is still an active congregation, and I can click through to the church website. I can also click here to run a search of all items associated with this church. This shows all the items associated with the Church of the Good Shepherd. You can see the different types of items. Here is an item called Good Shepherd Parish Register, which I will explore to illustrate the search capabilities of the catalog. Let's search for Joseph Patterson's baptism. This is the page for the register. As you can see, there are 55 pages in this single item, so it would be difficult to find Joseph Patterson's baptism. The item is also handwritten, so reading it may be difficult. First, we can look at the contents of the register by clicking Contents, which will show a table of contents. Let's say I want to read about the families of the church. I can click on Families, and the image jumps to the page where the Families section starts. If I click the next page, it shows the list of families in this register. But let's go back and search for Joseph Patterson's baptism. I can use the Search This Document search bar. I will search using Joseph's middle name, Rhodey, because I know it is less common than Joseph and Patterson. You can see here that there was 1 hit for the search item Rhodey. I click on the transcript, and you can see that Rhodey is highlighted, showing that he was baptized on April 19, 1931 in McKinney, Virginia. You can also see his baptism entry here in the item. Now I'll show you another transcribed item. I want to see items from Calvary Church, so I will use the filter by churches and parishes, find Calvary Church, select it from the list, and apply the filter. You can now see the different items we have for Calvary. I'm looking for a newspaper article about Calvary Church. You can adjust the image of the item to see the text, or you can click Transcript to read it more clearly. You can also search this item by using the search bar. Let's say I want to find a church member named Mrs. Orgain in this article. I can search her name. As you can see, on this item, it highlights the search terms on the actual image of the item, so you can see exactly where she is mentioned. But you can also see her highlighted in the transcript. She's mentioned quite a few times. I can also zoom in on the image and read about her there. Let's go back to the Joseph Patterson essay. This essay is also part of the Church Stories collection. I can click Church Stories to see other items in that collection. In this collection, we have an audio interview with Lonnie Hamilton, the essay we just explored, and a teaser video. If I click on the video, it will bring up a video player. All of the items we have looked at so far were images, but this is a video, so that gives us some extra options. I can click on the transcript and see timestamps. I can also play the video and turn on closed captions. You can see that you can watch the video right in the archive without having to go to another website. In this demo, we reviewed some basic features of the archive to show how different church items can be collected, digitized, protected, and shared using the Episcopal Project's digital archive. Contact the Episcopal Project for a demonstration or to learn how to add your church's records to the archive.